This day was one of the most exciting days of my life. It was the day I started working as a soft skills trainer, and everything about this job spoke directly toward my past experience and skills. The role was to facilitate workshops that helped low-income individuals and new immigrants enrich themselves by learning essential soft skills such as communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and time management, to name a few. Surely I had done a few similar jobs before, like college tutoring and language or music instruction, but this one felt like a step above anything I had ever done. This time, I wasn't just helping someone pass a class or improve a hobby. I was helping people move closer to real work opportunities and a better future. It felt like the kind of job that could define my career. You know that feeling when you finally find a job that makes you want to wake up in the morning and start being productive? That's exactly how I felt about this one. This was a nonprofit organization, and it was a temporary position, but I was assured that the training programs would continue running. 3 months in, as I was having a blast with this job, one day our department had a meeting. Apparently, the training program might come to a halt because of the lack of funding. Though this news was pretty shocking to me, my supervisor promised he would do everything in his power to fight for funding, and eventually creating full-time positions for me and my colleague. I believed that this program had the potential to take off soon. Plus, I loved the job and I deeply respected the leadership and trust my supervisor showed toward our team. But my colleague decided to leave his post because of the insecurity he felt. A few months later, around the end of May 2025, I had another meeting with my supervisor. And this time, it was confirmed that the training program would discontinue because of the lack of funding. All the temporary and part-time staff members had already been laid off, while I was the last one remaining. That was when I knew I only had one more month in the job I had loved. It was a devastating moment because at that time, I was working under an optional practical training student visa. I was about to reach the 1-year limit with the possibility of extending my visa for an additional 2 years provided I found a company willing to hire me and help with immigration documents. It would be a huge disadvantage to lose this job because I could imagine that nobody wants to hire someone whose visa is about to expire soon. June 30th, 2025, my jobless journey began. I should have followed what my colleague did and left the role to look for other opportunities after those first 3 months. But I decided to stay. I appreciated how much my supervisor had trusted me in this job and how much he wished he could create full-time opportunities for me. However, after this instant, I came to realize that I will never, ever again apply for a temporary job or even a part-time job. I've learned that temporary or part-time roles often don't offer the same stability or recognition, and the passion, effort, and determination you put in may not always be fully valued. Part-timers are like disposable tools, used for a job, then tossed aside when no longer needed. My listeners, have you ever lost a job you truly loved? What was the moment that forced you to step away from work you cared about? I'd love to hear your story. This is a moment where we learn together. If this resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We will sail through this together. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next episode.